job shortages. So I just want to make a video where I stand on that. So my plan has been, yeah, there are job shortages and millions of them, but for my end, I'm just continuing to work, you know. And there's a lot of overtime available, so I'm taking advantage of that. And for me, my incentive to work more is really so I can invest more money. So I look at it more as an opportunity than a crisis. So now I work in security, so armed security. So there's always been shortages. People come, people go, but where I'm at, pay is decent. There's, we have differential pay for night shift. Then you get the overtime rate. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm just attacking this moment in time and just kind of going hard at it. So I know, as far as taxes, how all of that works. But this is something else I think about too. So the more that you work, the more that it tax. But it's kind of like you have an extra tax now with inflation. So with inflation, you can see it in the gas prices, food shortages, stuff like that. So it's almost like, yeah, you're paying more in taxes, but it's almost like you're equally paying with inflation. So we all heard the same saying that your wages stay the same, but everything else around you goes up in price. So I look at it like, for me personally, okay, the overtime is available. Not really getting anybody hired. Okay, will work those shifts for you at the overtime rate. So in my opinion, it just kind of gives you a little leeway, because you're making more dollar amount. Yeah, you're getting taxed, but you're making more dollar amount. But at the same time, you're offsetting the inflation. And so let's just say if you're in a situation where, if you are working and you work just your 40-hour shift, same pay, no overtime, no differential pay. But food is going up around you every single week. Gas prices are going up every single week. But you're making the same amount of money. So prices are going up around you because of inflation. So your dollar's not going as far. And your wages are staying the same. So, like I said, for me, that's what I'm doing. I'm single now, so I don't really have the whole family day-to-day stuff anymore. I do it from afar now, but so I just use extra time. It's like, hey, stock market is booming. Keep the train rolling. If it drops, I'm gonna buy the dip. So that's just my plan of attack right now. I'm not out here like not wanting to work. Like I said, pay for me is actually really well. I'm not complaining. So, and work is too easy. So I don't have any issue with not working or with my pay. So I'm grateful for that, of course. So, like, when I hear all this news around me about the job shortages, fast food restaurants, not having enough employees, services slowing down, you got the cargo ships, you know, off the ports, you know, just idling out there for weeks. So just like, you know, whatever, like I'm aware of what's going on around me, but I'm also doing my thing. I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing because I'm just using it. So yeah, with work and time, there's always a trade-off. I mean, with time and money, there's always a trade-off. So I'm, like I say, I understand that too, but it doesn't bother me because I have a why of why I'm doing it. So what I do as far as work defines the why. So like I said, I'm just taking advantage of opportunities. So overtime come up, hey, we're short, I got you. You know, yeah, I do. You know, I can't say no. It's not required, but I look at it more like, okay, what can I do with this extra money? What can I invest in next week? Because I get paid weekly. So what can I invest in next week? What's something that I want to buy? You know, so that's just how my mindset is. You know, it's just not like, oh man, another opportunity to work again. I don't want to do it. No, that ain't me. I mean, I may eventually get to that point, but I guarantee you, before I get to that point, I mean, I'm gonna be like stacked up. You know, with my investments, savings, and all that. So, like I say, for me, it's a win. You know, throw the overtime at me. I'm gonna eat it up. So yeah, so I just want to make a video on that. I had made a note to myself a couple days ago that I wanted to speak on this. Like I said, job shortages, and for me, I'm working and I'm gonna take advantage of the overtime, the open gaps, because I said to myself, I don't really, people that are not working, I don't really care what you do, but if you're not working and you're not retired, I don't know how you're surviving. So that's where I'm gonna end it at.